Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from holsingersflyshop.com. On a little vacation here. I told you about it a couple videos ago in some of my time videos, but I finally made it out west and getting to do a little bit of fishing. Found a nice little hole here. I'm going to see if I already caught one out of it. I'm going to see if I can get a couple more out of it. Some nice browns, nice wild browns in here. So let's get on the water, see if we can catch some fish. There's one. I lost him. Oh well. See if we can't get another one here. Ooh, there was a bite. Okay guys, you'll see here in this video, I'm a Euro nympher, East Coast boy, do a lot of Euro nymphing. I can do the same thing out west, no matter where you're at. Euro nymphing is a deadly technique, and I'm doing the same thing I do if you watch my other videos, just dissecting the stream a little bit. I'm coming up on this hole here. There's a nice eddy over here with a nice break on both sides of it and a deep hole in the middle. So I'm just covering all my edges and working my way up the hole, and let's see if we can't get another one. Well, I would have bet on that drift. That was a nice drift. Well, missed one there. And there. There we go. Oh, I rolled one. All right, part of the problem is, guys, what I'm doing is I'm using really small flies. The Tricos are coming off right now, and there's some PMDs on the stream, and everything is really small. I'm using 18s and 20s, and they're probably even a little bit big, so my hook up to land ratio is not real high. That's why I'm missing a few, and I'm fishing a little bit more slack than I probably should too, and that's part of the reason why I'm missing some. But there's one. Got to be a little bit more gentle with this fish with that tiny hook. Gonna let him play a little bit. Try not to force him up out of the hole as much. Looks like another nice brown trout. Yeah, it's another nice brown trout. Oops. Get him up above me again. Ooh, that's a nice fish right there. Very pretty fish. There's one. Well, I was doing everything wrong, swatting the bait away. I hooked up with a fish. Another nice little brownie. There we go. This hole just looks too nice for just one fish. All right, turn it off. Sorry guys, I had to turn the camera off and I knew I'd catch one as soon as I did. So we turn it back on here. Another nice brown trout. All right, let me give you a little look. There we go, nice fish. Okay guys, there you see the fly in the vise. This is the one that was working real well for me out there. It's just a sexy waltz worm, and I'll show you how I tied it real quick. So for a hook, we're going to start out with one of our Holsinger's Fly Shop jig hooks. This is a size 18. I was fishing really small. And for thread, I'm using 140 denier brown. It's actually rusty brown. Any brown color will work great. For a bead, I'm using a firehole slotted tungsten bead. You can see the slot there. This is a 2.5 millimeter. The color is Pink Panther. Now, the next thing I'm going to tie on here is a piece of crystal flash in pearl. You can use ultra wire if you want. I would use like a small ultra wire. Works great. I'm using crystal flash just to give it a little extra flash. The last thing we're going to put on here is some SLF pattern blends, and this is Red Squirrel Nymph Thorax. It worked really well out there, that brown color, a little bit of a mustard color for like a sulfur. Pale Morning Duns were coming off, and that was what I was trying to imitate here. They're like a sulfurish, a little bit darker sulfur on the back end, on the thorax, and the abdomen is more of a pink color. So this fly just really worked while I was out there. And I'm just gonna change the color of my dubbing. In essence, I'm gonna keep it really thin on the dubbing and cover that hook up. And you see I didn't put a whole lot. I'm smaller than the bead. And then the last thing we're going to do is rib this real quick with my crystal flash. Make about 4 or 5 wraps up that body and tie it off. So, oops. Just trim that crystal flash off, and we're going to come in with a whip finish, and we are done. You can hammer a whole bunch of these out, snag it on the bottom. You don't care. You got a whole bunch of them in your box. I did care because I only had 3 of them in my box when I went out there. I wish I had a lot more, but I got it done. So there you go. On the last day of our trip, we found this stream that looked really nice, so we decided to pull over and hit it. And when we pulled the car over, I looked down over the hill and saw this hole that you're looking at here now, and told my wife, I'm pulling a fish out of that hole guaranteed. So we went down and set up and got to fishing it, and got the camera all set up and filming it. Sorry for the portrait mode instead of the landscape mode here, but still the film was really good and it was a really nice fish. So here you're going to see I'm just working this really soft eddy on the other side here of this really fast water, this big plunge pool, and there's a nice soft eddy over there, and I'm just trying to hang it out there and drop it and hold it in that eddy until a fish takes it. And of course you see he does here. So earlier in the video, all the fish you saw before I caught on my Reaver, and my Reaver did really well. I really enjoyed fishing it, and I decided to pull the DiamondBack out for this hole here, and it put up a good fight in it, but you can see I still was able to, it's that DiamondBack 1 weight, which I did a review on recently. Love the rod, and it was a little tough here, I'll be honest, but I was still able to catch the fish. So here you go, you're going to see the rest of this here fight, and then I'm going to show you some pictures of the rest of our trip, some things we saw, and we had a fun trip and had fun, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. So thanks for watching, guys.